and welcome to our Black History program titled From Africa to America, Making the Change. My name is Miss Callan. I am the theater teacher here at George Washington Carver High School. Let me please thank the parents for coming and taking out time to watch us today. Also, I would like to thank the students as well for coming to support your peers. Please enjoy.
Welcome to our performance of From Africa to America, Making a Change. I greet you from our ancestors of the motherland, Africa. Africa is home to more than just a culture. It is home to the creation of life. Therefore, we must put in our offspring the art of storytelling to teach them morals and values. This method can be used to teach respect, integrity, and royalty. Speaking of royalty, I see in the distance a person more than a man, Nelson Mandela, Madiba, a king.
Since 1912, year after year, in their homes and local areas, on buses and trains, in the factories and on farms, the African people have discussed the shameful misdeeds of those who rule the country. Year after year, they have raised their voices in condemnation of the grinding poverty of the people. But instead of more freedom, repression began to grow in volume and intensity, and it seemed that all their sacrifices would end up in smoke and dust. Today, the entire country knows that their labors were not in vain, for a new spirit and new ideas have gripped our people. You can see that there is no easy walk to freedom anywhere, and many of us will have to pass through the valley of the shadow of death again and again before we reach the mountaintops of our desires. The way of preparation for action lies in our root out of all impurity and indiscipline. From our organization and making it the bright, air shining instrument that will cleave its way into America's freedom.
Mandela fought for the Africans throughout his entire life. However, while Mandela was fighting for Africa, African Americans had their own mountains to climb.
Picture this. African Americans are not allowed to vote. In fact, women had no right to do much of anything except clean the house and watch after the children. But all of that was soon to change, thanks to several strong African American women like Miss Sojourner Truth. Oh, excuse me, Miss Truth. Would you like some help with that?
I guess not.
I've been walking with my face turned to the sun. Weight on my shoulders, a bullet in my gun. Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. I do what I can when I can, when I can for my people. While the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night, that's when I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on, I can feel it in my bones.
Ain't I one? Well, children, well, there is so much racket. There must be something out of kilter. I think that twisted Negroes of the South and women at the North all talking about rights. The white man being a fix pretty soon. But what's all this here talking about? That man over there says that women should be healthy to carriages, lifted over ditches, and to have the best place everywhere. Nobody ever helps me into carriages or over whirlpools or gives me in the best place. And ain't I one? Look at me. Look at my arm. I have plowed and planted and gathered into barns. And no man can have me. And ain't I one? I can work as much and eat as much as a man when I can get it, and bear the lash as well. And ain't I one? I have borne 13 children and seen most all sold off to slavery. And when I cried out from my mother's grief, none but Jesus heard me. Now ain't I one? Obliged to you for hearing me. Old Sojourner has nothing more to say. Now ain't I one?
I guess she told y'all. Well. Would you look at this? I can't believe it. It's W.E.B. Du Bois and Booker T. Washington. Now you can't believe everything that you hear, but I heard they had a small disagreement about. Never mind. I think you should listen for yourself. Mr. W.E.B. Du Bois and Mr. Booker T. Washington.
It seems to me it shows the mighty lives of peace to study chemistry.
This mic's not on here.
When Mr. Charlie eats his hand, suppose the kind of knows his friend, and Miss Ann looks for a cook. Why can't you love this out here?
I don't agree. If I should have drive to seek knowledge of chemistry or Greek, I'll do it. Charles and Miss can look another place for hand or cook. Some men rejoice in skill of hand and some in cultivating land. But there are others who maintain the right to cultivate the brain.
It seems to me that all you folks have missed the boat. Who shouted out the right to vote? It's been vain and sleepless nights and overall over civil rights. Just keep your mouth shut. Do not drowse. But work and save and buy a house.
I do not agree. For what can property avail if dignity and justice fail? Unless you help to make the laws, they'll stay in your house with trampled claws. A rope is tight, a fire is hot, no matter how much cash you got. Now, you can speak soft and try your little plan, but for me, I'll be a man.
It seems to me.
I don't agree.
A way to compensate is push Ian's mic up whenever he
Wait a minute. What's going on? What's going on everywhere? Guns, hatred, racism, violence. I can't believe what's going on.
Did you know? Slavery. Harriet Tubman was born into slavery in Maryland. She escaped freedom in the North in 1845. Became the most famous conductor of the Underground Railroad. Did you know? Poverty. According to 2018 U.S. Census data, the highest poverty rate by race is found among Native Americans, 25.4%. With blacks 20.8% having the second highest poverty rate. Did you know? Racism. The unfair treatment of a race. From 2013 to 2017, white patients in the U.S. received better quality health care than about 34% of Hispanic patients, 40% of black patients, and 40% of Native American patients. Did you know? Social injustice. Young black men are 21 times more likely to be shot and killed by police than young white men. Did you know? Education. There are 101 HBCUs in the United States, including both public and private institutions, down from the 121 institutions that existed during the 1930s. Did you know? Voting. The 15th Amendment granted black men for the right to vote under the law. Come on, ready? Did you know we are making a change?
Good morning, class. Would everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. As I'm taking my notes, I'm thinking about that. It's still Black History Month, and I want to make the best out of it. So I want you to quickly write down a few things about your thoughts of being black in 2020. Think of, yes, Ty.
What about those?
Okay.
One day a student called me on my name. It made me feel very angry. What I'm basically trying to say is, we need to learn how to stop calling each other out of our names.
I do agree. We should respect each other. Yes. I agree. The violence in Birmingham is getting bad.
And what about education?
Oh, that's a top priority for me, being a teacher, education. I think all of those are great. However, why are you late again, young man? This is an everyday pattern, man.
How's it, Mr. Golson?
Mr. Golson again, okay.
Bring it back and pull it down. Pull it down. Just
poverty, baby, will allow me. I was that broke, but now I got a lot to see, barely have food. If all the rich and put in your jail, I took in my duty. Now I'm getting up, like then it was tough. Ain't have enough, we was robbing and stealing, trying to put bucks. Cause minimum wage just wasn't enough. I'm seeing the boat, but you know how to go. Please move down on here, get us explode. 2020, yeah, you know that's our road. Never Trump. We need them gone, now women can vote and we are in control. Our ranch on the end is getting out of control. Let's speak on the facts. Suppression at that. The black generation don't know how to act. Crazy to me that we kill black on black. Don't make no sense when we permanent scars way deeper than dicks. Faster the slave, way deeper than tent. Police said I'm moving, you can't even flinch. We can get shot in the court, ain't no zip. The public disgusting. Let's talk about social justice. I'm from the bricks where we picking up guns. We see the police, first mind is to run. That's not the life that we want for our sons. And sit in the court, there's no one-on-one. Tell them the joy that you by yourself. When the person's a hero, he's still by herself.
Well, I'm pretty impressed by your creativity. I'm going to see if all of you can't use your inspirations at our next PTA meeting. Okay, everyone, the bell's about to ring. Do pages 25 to 30 in your American history book. As you can see, history has taught us about the struggle of African and African American people.
Throughout our journey, we have earned the right to have free education and to vote. And also we have the right to make a change.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a performance from Michael Jackson.
yeah. podium.
Okay, well, that was interesting. Can we get all the participants to come back out on the stage? And let's give all of them a round of applause. Would you all like to take a bow? Well, I want to personally thank you all for your participation. It is not easy to do the things that you did today. And for all of you who were in the audience, thank you for being so nice and for supporting them. That is extremely important. It takes a lot of nerves to get up on the stage in front of your peers. It's easier to do these kind of things in front of people you don't know. But when these are the peers that you see in the hallways every day, it makes it a lot more difficult. So thank you to each of you. Thank you to our wonderful band for the music. It's always first rate. I am extremely proud of all of you, and I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that it is a memory.